Welcome to Tangling along with me. We are continuing on tanglepatterns.com, and today it is this pattern that we're going to use. Let's open up the book and find a place for this one. So this one is actually working as a working very well as a background tangle. So I am thinking of popping it in here with this tangle right here, because it will fill out the place here really nice. Again, I'm using my black Micron PN. You can use a 01 or whatever fine liner you like to use. So I'm just gonna start somewhere making a tiny orb, and from the orb I'm kind of making a arch, and I'm starting on the other side of the orb and making one as well, and making sure the two parts meet up together. And then I am going to aura the shape like that. And now I'm just going to pop in a lot of these. So an orb, a rounded curve shape, and then another line here, and then auraing it all. An orb, a curvy line, and another curvy line, and the aura all the way around. And you can turn these around as you want to. If you want to just make it the same direction all the time, that might be easier for your hand. Then just turn your book around as much as you want to, or your tile or whatever you're working on. Just turn it around so it is fitting for you. Oops. Don't let these patterns touch each other. I think I want a small one right here. Need a little more of a point. And over here or down here. And you can make these in the size that you like. Bigger or smaller. I think I can have a small one right here. There we go. And actually I can have one here as well. So I'm just gonna quickly pop that in there. There we go. And then you are going to fill the rest in with orbs. Without, again, touching too much. So I'm finding the places where I can have some big orbs and placing them in first. And then I am going to place some smaller orbs here and there. Where I have the room for it. And now we are going to color in everything black here on behind everything. And take your time with this. You could go and take a Micron 10 or 12 to color in the background here. But I kind of like my Micron PN. So I'm just taking my time and enjoying each of my strokes with the pen. And if you have some big open spots, just pop in another orb. So this is really a very dark pattern, a really drama tangle. I love these drama tangles. I'm not really good with these random drawings or random tangles like this is, where you just pick a random spot and place a piece and then pick another random place and pop in a tiny piece of the tangle and so on. But I'm learning, and it's getting better. And these are really, really good to fill out a background behind some tangles like this one, to give it a little more interest so that you don't have a blank space. You can have blank spaces, it's not what I'm saying, but personally I like to have tangles all over my page. Sometimes I am leaving blank spaces, but normally I am tangling every little inch that I can. Remember to relax in your wrists and breathe. And just enjoy the quiet time drawing and filling in. And remember, the ink is wet for a few seconds, so don't place your hands where you just colored, so that you don't smear it around. Sometimes it happens, and then we just learn to live with that. And you can correct your shapes a tiny bit when you are blackening out the background here. And we are getting there. Relax in your wrist and your shoulders. Almost done. There we go. So in the step out, they actually colored in this inside piece as well with the black, but I think I'm going to leave it as is because I like it. And I want to take my white jelly roll here. This is the 08, making sure it is working. And I'm thinking of coloring in these orbs in these patterns here. And I'm trying to stay inside of the black line. I'm going to leave the orbs on the outside here alone. So only these on the inside, but you can maybe pop in an extra orb here and there with the white jelly roll. Let me see. I made one here that didn't want to work for some reason, so I'm gonna leave that alone for a second. Just to make a few more orbs. You don't have to do this, but I actually think it's kind of fun. See if I can save this one. Perfect. There we go. I like this. Cap my Micron. No, my jelly roll, not the Micron. And I'm thinking of going in with a tiny bit of my white charcoal, just placing maybe a little line here behind the orb, and then using my tortillon to soften that out and into the body of this little figure we have here on the inside. Taking my tortillon, soften that out. And I'm gonna do that on all of these small shapes here. The last two. There we go. And you can always go back with your Micron PN if you have a line that kind of disappeared for you. Then you can just go back in and draw up that line again. I think that's it. There we go. So that's all there is for this pattern. I actually think it's pretty neat as a background pattern. It fits in everywhere. So it's a very nice pattern. That was it for today. It was this pattern right here. I hope you enjoyed that as I did. Thank you for watching. Have an attitude of gratitude.